Hello, beautiful beings. Ancients, where are we starting? I can think I know, but then I just start talking, but there's not a flow to it, like when I just pause for a moment and let the thought dust settle. What was just coming in right when I felt compelled to record this video is how, with practice, I live my life daily now just from my intuition. This perfect example is my sciatica is acting up a bit because I went dancing on Saturday. I danced real hard for a few hours. And it was just so much fun. My oldest son-in-law and his friends put on big music shows nearby. So I was like, oh wow, I didn't hurt my back at all because I've been working out again. And so my back hardly ever goes out when I'm working out regularly. But yeah, dancing like that, it's bound to happen. Plus I didn't stretch that night after I got home from dancing. Stretching is key. If I could just, and I will someday, I'll make it a daily practice. I have for long periods of time, and then for some reason, well, because I'm feeling better, that I don't feel like I need to, or else I get really super flexible, and I don't feel like I'm really actually stretching, but I am. It's maintaining that. Yeah, I need to let myself get to that point, and then keep doing it. Doesn't have to be every day. They're saying that's kind of when I go off course, is when I feel like I have to. I don't have to. Well, I have to if I want to feel great. Yeah, I do know that for sure. Okay, so trusting my intuition, I have a house I was going to clean tomorrow, but and I even confirmed her clean, and then my intuition gets louder and louder. What is my intuition? What is it exactly? It's the divine coming through in different ways. Just the thought of it keeps coming in. Well, I have the ancients, and so they come in very clearly, and they keep saying, to me, my intuition and the ancients are the same, even though the intuition, when the ancients are speaking to me, when I'm channeling the ancients, I see that they are speaking. I don't see their mouths moving because it's telepathic, but I know that it's the ancients. And my intuition, yeah, that's it right here. My intuition is more like this. Well, it's claircognizance. It's just this very clear knowing. Except learning how to live my life just by that means, okay, so this client is going to be disappointed because, well, all of my clients that I have, every single one, isn't that beautiful? That took some years, but every single one of my clients now, they're all very loving people. They're very sweet to me. We actually have conversations. They don't just treat me like their housekeeper. Very, very genuinely wonderful people. And I mean, we're not friends, but it's an incredibly loving and friendly business arrangement. Yeah, client and with my clientele. Why am I stumbling over that? There's a lot of heavy energies right now. It's almost New Year's. I don't feel the heavy energies, but I know there are. It's a tough time for a lot of people. So I just kept hearing it. You don't need to clean tomorrow. You need to go to the chiropractor in the morning, like I made my appointment, and then rest it. So I was just like, yeah, you're absolutely right. So I messaged her and I said, I am not trusting my intuition right now, and it's just getting louder and louder. I cannot clean for you tomorrow. The sciatica is acting up, and I just need to go to the chiropractor and then rest it tomorrow, and then I'll be good to go. How about, your regularly scheduled clean that you would have had next week, or I can do it on Friday. Yeah, so it felt really good. And immediately it shifts me from thinking about it, trying to figure it out, to I sent the message, and I just it's like this feeling of just dropping back down into my body. Yeah, being fully grounded, but in presence, seeing from here again, not from any type of thought activity that's going on, trying to guide me. any type of, well, I should because I really need the money right now. None of that. Or she's going to be disappointed. Or what if, I disappoint her too many times? And no, none of that. I can't go by any of it. I have to go by what is best for myself. Yeah, because if I'm doing what's best for myself, and it may sound like I'm saying it's easy, but it's not. Absolutely not. But once we're here, back to our natural state of being, in presence, seeing just out of our eyeballs, well, it is very easy. Very, very simple. Anything they're reminding me, like they have for so many times and they will continue to do, it's like getting in a really bad accident and having to learn how to walk and talk all over again, read and write. It's like learning, for me, it would be basically like learning Japanese or Chinese or Hindu. Hindu? Is that the Hindu? Hindi? It'd be incredibly difficult, but not impossible. That's what it feels like to shed off the unnecessary personal identity that we've all been conditioned to be and that we have thought is living this life this whole time. We have thought that one is making all the decisions because that's what it seems like. But in our natural state of being, if I have a question about something, should like make it plainly obvious if this person should be in my life. Well, I already know. But it's not trying to figure it out. It's asking and then listening. It's just basically listening. And then my only job is to stop thinking about it in the way that I was. Stop trying to figure it out because the answer is already here. Just the trying to figure it out is more thinking. It causes anxiety, panic attacks. That's where panic attacks come from, is overthinking something that isn't true. Yeah, it just hurts so bad. People feel like they're having a heart attack. They literally have like physical symptoms. I used to have them from overthinking. I knew that it was from overthinking and what I was thinking about, but I didn't realize that it hurt so bad to think those thoughts. The reason it hurts so bad is because it's not true. In any situation. Yeah, any situation. Wow, they just showed me some doozies that I've questioned. So, I'm not cleaning tomorrow. I'm going to take care of myself. Because God's taking care of me. Because God is living this life. I do say God once in a while. Why not? Why not? It's just another pointer. It's not I'm not pointing to a man. No, God is genderless unless it serves us to see God as a man or a woman. Like the ancients, well, more specifically, they're showing me the angel that came to me that I have a picture of. She was along the top of the ceiling, and she was looking at me with one really big eye on the side of her face. And she said, "You're going to be okay." And I'm saying she, but as I was looking at her, there was no, you can't tell if it's if it's a man or a woman when you're looking at the picture. But the essence of her, yeah, she was definitely female, right? Of course, yeah. It was for the level of comfort I needed at that time, and in that moment, I felt like I was physically dying, and so I needed a woman's presence. The ancients predominantly, unless they, like Jonathan was saying today, Elaine Thorpe channels Jonathan. I got to talk to him today again, and he was saying that. Well, I asked him, so you mentioned my helpers last time we spoke. I have the ancients, an infinite amount. I see an infinite amount of guides, beings that have either had a life experience here on planet Earth or not, and they come through as one. And he was saying yes, and because he can see them too, obviously. And I said, but you said my helpers. Is that who you are referring to? Or do I have like a separate guide other than them? And no, he said exactly how I've been seeing it. He said that sometimes one will break off from the others and come through when I need to see them in that way. Specifically, I was just like, oh my gosh, yes, that's exactly how I have been seeing it. Like Ramana Maharshi will come in. He is basically a permanent fixture. Where are you again? I'm seeing him over here. They're all just kind of hanging out now when I tune into them. And yeah, Papaji also. They're showing me Paramahansa Yogananda more specifically. He has come in solo from everybody else more often than anybody. Eckhart Tolle has even come in at times, even though he still has a physical form, because he's so present and aware of his where he's who he is, where we're coming from, seeing from presence. Yeah, that was the other thing we were going to talk about, my interaction with Jonathan today. It's so beautiful because a few days, 2 or 3 days before I know I get to speak to Jonathan, these questions start coming up because we get one question apiece. And I mean, just out of respect for everybody else that wants to speak to him. So I try to whittle it down. Okay, what are we gonna, ancients, what question are we going to ask? And I know that the moment I start speaking to him, the question that I'm supposed to ask, I want to ask, will come through. But it's this beautiful process that starts before that. And I've realized in the last few days that I knew the answer to all of them. So why would I spend my precious time talking to Jonathan with something that I already know? But I did already know I didn't know for sure, but I haven't, besides Sam, a Native American guide that came in. Okay, they're showing me him. He was a part of the clan too. He was a part of the ancients also, but at that time, I needed to see a strong Native American man come to me at that time. I was raising my children on my own, and boy, did he come through so clearly. And he came through in dreams also. And okay, yeah, it's making perfect sense. So much guidance, so much comfort on this journey when I felt like I really needed it. I'm sure that there will be times in this life experience that I will feel that I need more comfort than usual also. He told me that I only asked about my guides, and he told me that I was going to help a lot of people in this life. And also he saw me writing a book. I said, oh goody, you've never mentioned that before. I don't see myself writing the book, though. I never have. I've always seen somebody, a beautiful being that comes into my experience, that it would be an incredibly easy thing for her to do. Yeah, it's a woman, I think. Maybe a collaboration, they're saying. Well, yeah, it would be between us, but I'm seeing more than just her helping with the book. It's a definitely an unfolding type thing. I have a suitcase full of writings from over the last 13 years, specifically since my waters broke with Muji, since my remembering experience. And I was just like, how are we ever going to make sense of all these? And they showed me just taking out one piece of paper at a time, and somebody sitting across from me, the writer, and I start reading these, and it evokes, I've done it too, sat and started reading them, and it just evokes more from what I'm reading. And they showed me that that's how part of the process of writing the books will be. So yeah, that was very exciting. Yeah, it was just an incredible experience, and he did a healing for us also. That's very profound. Today, when he was doing the healing for us, Oh, Genevieve came through too. I barely heard a woman's voice, and then I said, "Who was that?" And she said, "It's Genevieve." And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, Genevieve! I'm so happy you're here." And she's just like, "I am always with you." She has such a etheric voice, very angelic voice. Yeah, really exciting. So I can't wait until Lucy sends me a recording of the video. I'm really excited to see it again. To just watch it, because when we're in the moment, when I'm in the moment talking to Jonathan, I can kind of miss things, and also other beings that have said something. I don't think I missed anything this time though. But it's just endlessly wonderful. I'm not feeling compelled to get on there and see if there's tickets available for next month, so I trust that. Yeah, I just did about 15 minutes worth of stretches for the lower back, with a routine, and I think it's feeling quite a bit better. I know it will be after I get adjusted tomorrow and ice it and rest. Oh, wonderful. There was a time in my life I had no idea how to trust my intuition. Oh, my client just sent me a voice clip back. She's never done that before. Yeah, we've had some really lovely interactions. All right, so I think that's it for now. Is that it for now, ancients? I think there's a full moon coming up pretty soon. So duck and dodge. Yeah. It's always good to, some people could say, well, if you know the full moon is coming, you can go, oh, well, I feel like this because of the full moon. That's just not the case for me. I know it's coming because I'm starting to feel the energy of it. The energies intensify. So for me, it's been really important to, oh, wait, when is that coming? And then I go, okay, that's why I'm feeling that way. It doesn't make me feel that way more. It just validates why I'm feeling that way. And it helps me to be more aware of staying present. Yeah, because when the energies are stronger coming through these physical forms, it tends to, it increases the potential to for more thought activity, and not positive either. We love you so much.